Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to 40k 8th edition. Welcome back to the surprise second part of the Battle of Last Refuge, is the place we decided to call this, wasn't it? That's what the Eldar are calling it. Surprise, surprise, Dan's back.
I totally went away and came back.
Yeah, I know, it's been weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You picked out the same clothes again, just
to have worn
specifically.
the same thing, yes.
Yeah, and that case has been there all the time as well,
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So yeah, folks, here we go. The Eldar reinforcements have arrived. The Dire Avenger Exarch and his pal who got away during the previous battle managed to call in reinforcements, and they have arrived just, unfortunately, as the Webway gate collapses, and out comes a horde of ravening warp spawn to despoil this world and claim it for chaos. And as you can see scattered around still are the remnants of the two forces that were fighting each other earlier. You can see some of the Admech still scattered about the place. The Eldar Rangers are still over here. The Farseer, one of her warlocks who still lives at this point, along with one of the Dark Reapers, and both the Dire Avengers who have made their way back here, forming an impromptu bodyguard for her, are hiding around this side of the rock as the demons pour out of the portal right here from that broken section of the webway where the warp has spilled in and out onto the surface of this world. So folks, it's going to be a narrative game. Match play rules are going well and truly out of the window for this one. We did everything here with power level. I'm not even sure what power level we settled on.
We didn't, really.
We basically plonked loads of demons on the table and decided, right, we'll just add stuff to match that, more or less.
Well, there's a good chance that more demons might randomly turn up.
Yeah.
As they are wont to do.
The Eldar / Imperium have slightly higher power level than the demons to start with, but then there's probably going to be more demons emerging through the portal over the course of the game, so yeah, it probably works out fairly, we hope. We're kind of eyeballing it, really, for the most part. But yes, I won't bother really going over the armies because, well, what you see is what you get, really. We've got Demons of Tzeentch, we've got Horrors, we've got Flamers, we've got Demons of Slaanesh with Demonettes, we've got Nurgle, Plague Bearers, we've got Khorne Bloodletters, and in the middle we've got a Greater Demon of Nurgle. Big Fatty himself, oh yes, my favourite Greater Demon, I love him to bits. I'm now going to have to try and blow him to bits, of course, but because Dan, you're taking command of the demons, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. You've also never played demons before.
No.
We basically just decided this is what we wanted to happen in the scenario, and then only realised afterwards, oh wait, Dan never played demons.
Be right.
I've never played Admech. So we'll figure it out, it's fine. If we get rules and stuff wrong, folks, sorry. It's more about telling a story here, really, than getting the rules 100% right with this one. We're very firmly in narrative play territory, as I've said, so yeah. The objective is for Farseer Elion here to get within 3 inches of the Webway gate, I think we said, and at the end, and basically stay there for an entire turn so she can try and seal it shut.
Yes.
With her runes and psychic magic. Try and seal shut the gate, cut this connection to the warp here, and if she can do that, the demons will go screaming back into it, and this planet will be safe, at least for now.
Ish.
But in order to do that, she's got to get within 3 inches of the thing and remain there for an entire turn, and at the end of the demon's turn, we roll a dice and see if she's managed to successfully seal it. So, in theory, a simple objective. However, in practical terms, as you can see, with all of the warp spawn piling around here, possibly quite tricky to achieve. We shall see. She's also not very well protected right now at all from the hordes of stuff. The reinforcements here, led by Autarch Feindor here, with his old swooping hawk wings? Swooping hawk wings! He's piled on here with all of the fast movers, these jet bikes, a Viper, Wave Serpent, which has got some fire dragons in it, and a Hemlock. They've arrived here as fast as they could when they got the distress call from these guys over here earlier. And basically, yeah, need to turn back the tide of chaos, seal this gate, or Last Refuge, will be nobody's refuge. Nobody except the Chaos Demons, anyway. So, folks, as you can see, no army overview. Deployment's already done. And we've decided the Eldar are going first, haven't we? The Eldar slash
Yes.
Admech, what's left of them, are going to go first on this mission. So, folks, I'm going to join you for turn 1. Eldar slash Imperium slash good guys? Whatever. Okay, folks, it's Eldar turn 1, end of the movement phase, and this is how things look. The reinforcements have ploughed ahead here, straight towards the demons in the centre, with the Vipers, the Jet Bikes, the Warwalkers, and the Wave Serpent all trying to get into shooting range to blast away some of these foul monstrosities. The Hemlock has, with its Wings of Cain ability, pivoted left, zoomed down the bottom of the table here, then pivoted right again, ready to fire its D-sides, probably at the Great Unclean One in the middle there. I've just measured it up and made sure he's in range.
Meanie.
And meanwhile, over here, the remnants of our previous battle, the Farseer, the Warlock, and their little impromptu escort here, the 2 Dire Avengers and the 1 Dark Reaper, have moved around the side here, shielded by these Cataphron Servitors, who have moved forwards towards the demons, as have these Skitari. The way we've chosen to play the Skitari slash Admech element of this is they no longer have anyone in control of them. There's no Tech Priest Dominus or anything on the table anymore. So they're kind of just defaulting to whatever their pre-programmed behavior is, which is just to prioritize whatever the greatest threat is at the time and shoot at that. And at the minute, the greatest threat is, of course, the demons that have now erupted out of this. So all the Skitari and stuff, they've all identified new hostile threats, and they're engaging those as opposed to engaging the Eldar, because that would just be needlessly complicated and annoying. So that's the way it's working. The Farseer and her little party there are taking advantage of the Cataphron breaches and the Skitari vanguard, holding back the advancing Slanesh demons here. Yes, demonettes. So Ancient Doom might actually come into effect in this game, which is not a rule you get to use often with Eldar, but hey. And that, folks, is the way it looks for now. So now we're going to head into the psychic phase, and I forgot to mention this at the start, but the Psykers, they have the exact same psychic powers as they did in the last battle. They haven't, to put it in D&D terms, they haven't had a chance to have a long rest and change their spells out. So we're working with what we had before, which in the Farseer's case is Fortune and Guide, and this particular Warlock has Quicken and Restrain. So that's what we're going to be working with. And the Farseer is still the Warlord, and she does still have Fate Reader. And I did roll for that at the start of my turn, didn't get a command point. Big surprise. So, folks, psychic phase, let's go. Alright, so as much as I would love to use Executioner in this battle with all these Gribblies around, that would be so amazing, but no. We're going to stick with the same psychic powers as before. We're going to start with the Farseer, who's going to put Guide on these rangers over here. That unit of 5 on a 7. 6, 7, 8. Yep. Mm-hmm. So they are now guided. Maybe they'll actually hit and kill something for once.
Could happen.
It's your second game, chaps. Don't let me down this time. They totally will. And I'm also just going to smite these demonettes as well. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. So that is D3 mortal wounds for 1. Oh dear.
Okay, we'll take that.
1 dead demonette. And the Warlock is going to cast, I think, Restrain over here at these blood letters, which will half their movement statistic for next turn. Could be useful, we'll see. Cast on a 7. It does go off, so the blood letters are restrained.
I'm going to try and deny that.
Ah yes, you can deny that with your...
Because he has a
Good
denial
return, clean
and
one.
he is not happy, even though the Khornes doesn't really care. He wants them out of the way, so...
Yeah.
So, did you roll a 9? Or
I did, yes, I think.
so, 10 coming right up. No.
No, not quite. Okay, I almost forgot. Actually, the Hemlock is indeed a Psyker. The pilot is a Psyker, so it does get psychic powers. I've selected Jinx Protect for the pilot of the Hemlock in this game. So I'm actually going to cast, I think, Jinx on the Great and Clean one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. So needing a 7. I get a 6, unfortunately. So no jinx. Command point! Oh, did we mention command points earlier?
I honestly don't
I'm not
remember.
sure if we did.
We've decided we've got 5 each.
Yeah, we decided we've got 5 command points each. None of this is remotely battle forged, so we've just decided on an arbitrary 5 CP aside, in case you were wondering, folks. Sorry, I should really remember. I need to write a list down. That's what I need to do for these things. Alright, anyway. Psychic phase done. Let's shoot some stuff. So the shooting phase has begun, and what we've basically done is a lot of the survivors of the previous battle fired their shots. These Skitari shot what was directly in front of them, and they actually brought down a plague bearer. This little group over here, this little gaggle of guys, fired at the demonettes and have killed some of them, along with the rangers who
Rangers did good.
They actually did good.
3.
They killed 3 demonettes. It was really good. The Dark Reaper fired a Starshot missile straight up at the Great and Clean One, and it laughed it off with an invulnerable save.
Ha ha ha.
The Breaches also opened fire, and now we finally come to the Vanguard here, who are opening up against the Pink Horrors, because we've decided the Skitari are basically shooting at whatever is directly in front of them. Since there's no real higher functions going on here with the lack of a tech priest around the place. So they got 15 shots with their radium carbines. Playing Admech for the first time ever, folks. It's weird. And they're hitting on 3s, yes?
Yes.
So get rid of those. And
oh yeah, I think canticles are out the window.
Canticles are definitely out the window, yeah. And then winning on 4s.
The canticle is panic.
Yeah. Error 404, canticle not found at the moment, really.
Panic mode engaged.
Yeah. Okay, so 4 wounds.
Okay.
On the horrors.
Convenient. 4 up and vulnerable saves. 3 die.
Okay, and they're not going to split into blue horrors before anyone asks, even though this is narrative, because we just don't have the models to do all that nonsense.
Well, technically,
you've got some blue horrors, but we don't have any brimstones, so
yeah,
we're just not going to bother with that.
It's a pain.
Okay, that's all of those guys fired, except for the plasma dude. I think the plasma dude, again, shooting what's directly in front of him, the bloodletters.
Yep.
So
you've got 2 shots for your phosphor blaster because it's in rapid fire range.
Very good. So
hitting on 4s.
I'm afraid he missed with everything.
Okay, and then he's got D6 with the big plasma. I'm guessing he's not going to overcharge.
I don't think so, no.
Because we win on 2s against bloodletters anyway.
4 shots. Okay.
Nice.
I feel like that's something the tech priest has to tell it to do specifically as well.
Maybe.
It probably doesn't overcharge by default, this thing. I mean, if it does, it's a very badly designed servitor. So it's got 2 hits, I think, there.
Okay, yep, so 2's the window.
2's the wound.
7 against toughness
2 wounds.
3. They are toughness 3, aren't they? Bloodletters?
Bloodletters, yeah, I think so. They're actually quite squishy. They're toughness 3, but they're strength 4.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to say they are. Cool, so 2 wounds, 5 up and vulnerables. 2 die.
2 dead bloodletters. Very good.
Yeah.
And now, basically, we're moving over to the shots being fired by the Eldar reinforcements. I think I'll begin with the Hemlock here. That has it's 2 heavy D-sides, so this is 2 D3 auto hits, basically, and it's firing at the Great Unclean One in the middle there.
It's me, that.
Oh dear. 2 shots.
I'll take that.
And, yeah, it hasn't warmed up his targeting systems yet. It's fine. It's fine.
It hits, so you're good at that.
And this is strength 12, so it'll definitely wound you on 3s. 2 wounds.
Okay.
AP minus, it doesn't matter because invulnerable.
Fail them both.
Right. I think this does 2 damage each. Let me check. It is 2 damage a pop, so some disgustingly resilient rolls coming up.
Pass 2.
There we go. He takes 2 damage.
Puts him down to 16 wounds.
16 wounds remaining. He's a big fella. He can heal that back with fleshy abundance as well. His psychic powers, in case we forgot to cover them, along with many things in the start of this game, are Miasma of Pestilence and Fleshy Abundance. So yeah. Right.
And his Warlord trait.
His Warlord trait is a thing. What is his Warlord trait? You selected it.
I selected it. I can't remember what it's called, but it gives him a 4-up armor save.
Very good. Impenetrable Hide or something, I think it is.
That's the one.
Right, okay. Next up, Wave Serpent. Shuriken Cannon. I think we're going to fire the Shuriken Cannon at the Bloodlanders? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm going to fire the Salt Cannon. Huh, I'm playing Space Marines, doesn't look like it. Salt Shuriken Cannon. Shuriken Cannon, yeah. That's firing at the Bloodletters. The Twin Bright Lancers are going to be firing at the Great Unclean One. And here we go, 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, so 2 hits. Would be re-rolling 1s for the Autarch nearby, but there won't be 1s. So, here we go.
2s then?
2s to wound, I believe, yeah, strength 6. 1 wound.
5 up.
Saved. Now the 2 Bright Lancers, these will be hitting on 4s because it moved. 1 hit, strength 8, so 3s to wound. No wounds, oh no.
Good.
Not off to a great start. Right, the Warwalkers now. I think they're going to put absolutely everything into those Plague Bearers. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So, let me grab some dice. Shuriken Cannons first. From the Warwalkers. Hitting on 3s, rerolling any 1s. Thanks to the Autarch. Feindor there, but no 1s rolled yet again. Come here, there we go. And these will be wounding on Plague Bearers, a toughness 4, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, so 3s. Okay, everything wounds.
Okay.
Cool. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. 8 saves.
8.
Oh, and I think I rolled a where you're on invulns anyway, so the Shuriken
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
But,
at all.
5 ups. Ah, that's pretty good. That's 4 disgustingly resilience,
Yeah,
of which I pass 3. So one of them dies.
that is kind of disgusting.
They are disgusting and resilient.
Star Cannons next. These will hit on 4s, re-rolling any 1s. Okay, that was pretty good. And these are strength. Need to check. Strength 6, wound on 3s. And we have 4 wounds at -3. Not that it matters to you.
5 ups. And how much damage?
This is D3 each. So,
Okay.
First one, 1.
Saved.
Second one is 3.
Nearly saved, but not quite. 1 dies.
Third one is 2.
Another 1 dies.
And the final one is 3.
Another 1 dies.
Okay. Star Cannon's actually quite useful against Nurgle
So.
units.
That's true.
Next up, Wind Riders with their twin shuriken catapults. 12 shots from the Wind Riders into the Plague Bearers. Hitting on 3s, rolling any 1s. That is blooming marvellous. And now wounding on 4s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds.
5 ups. Oh, hello.
Good God, man.
What was that again? Damage wise?
Just the one, just the
Okay.
one.
Disgustingly resilient. Yep.
Oh, God. Nurgle Demons are a right laugh, I've got to say. I love these guys. I have plans, viewers at home, to actually get a full Nurgle Demons army painted up at some point, because they're awfully quick to paint and they're hilarious to play, because as you've seen, they just they do silly things like that, and I love it.
Yeah, what else you got?
A Viper. I've got a Viper with a Star Cannon and a Twin Shuriken Catapult. So, again, both going to go at the Plague Bearers. So, Twin Shuriken Catapult. Rerolling that one for the Autarch. Never mind. And, okay, that fails completely. And the Star Cannon, hitting on 4s because it moved. 1 hit. Wins on a 3. It fails to wound though. Oh dear. Oh
Cool.
dear, oh dear. That, I believe, is all of my shooting. My Autarch has a fusion pistol, but he's well and truly out of range with it. So, that's my shooting phase done. There might be some charges here. The charge phase is going to consist of 1 unit charging, and that is these Cataphron breaches here charging the Demonettes. The Demonettes are going to overwatch with foul language. And the Cataphrons, unsurprisingly...
Looks, I think, though.
Alluring looks, yes. I think the Servitors are probably immune to their charms, though, so in they go.
Come here, robot boys.
There we go. And you're going to have to talk me through...
So, Craftworld Breaches, they've got 3 attacks each.
Lovely.
In this situation, they're hit on 4s, and they're going to wound on 2s because they're strength 6 with their arc claws.
Okay.
They are -1, but that's not going to make any difference.
Okay, hitting on 4s. Oh dear, that wasn't very good.
Good.
Was that 6 part of the... I'm sure it won't be game breaking if I include that. Then wounding on 2s, yes. Okay, 3 wounds.
3 wounds, 3 5-ups, demon saves, 2 more die.
2 more dead nets. And that's it. So you can fight back with the nets.
Pile in and go choppy. 1, 2,
Snip,
3,
snip, snip.
4, 5. 2 attacks each, apart from the Allures, which is probably this one with the claw up in the air. Whatever.
Okay, here we go.
Cool, so 3's to hit. And then 5's to wound, but 6's are extra nasty. Okay, so no regular wounds, but we have 2 6s, so they hit at AP -4. So you won't, actually you will get a 6 or 7 against that because they've got bionics.
Hey, do make one of those.
Okay, so one of them just takes a wound.
Very good.
And then we're on to morale phase.
Demon morale is a thing. So
So the Demonettes lost 7.
there's ladies down here.
They've got leadership 7, so this is how many run away. 6. They're all gone.
That's Slanesh's number too. They just blink back into the
Whoop.
Webway portal.
We're done. Bye. They lost 3. The horrors. They're also leadership 7. Okay.
So another 2 of those blink back.
Nope.
The
Bloodletters are leadership 7. They lost 2, and they do have an icon. So on a 1, they'll get some back instead.
Yep.
That's very cocked. That's also pretty cocked. Whatever.
There we go.
4, there we go.
Finally.
So
Okay.
they're fine. Stupid.
How hard could it be to roll the dice?
Quite, apparently. And the Plague Bearers lost 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10, so they lose another 3. Which is
Blink, blink, blink.
problematic for them. There we go.
But there's more where they came from, of course.
Indeed.
Alright, so that concludes the morale. The Eldar / Imperium do not have any morale to do. So, folks, looks like it's going to be Chaos Demons turn 1. Okay, folks, it's the end of the Demons turn 1 movement phase. And they've spread out. Would you look at that? Plague Bearers, servants of Nurgle and Nurglings heading this way, about to overwhelm those 2 poor Skitari. The Bloodletters moving a paltry 3 inches this way, because old Warlock over here has managed to restrain them psychically with his brain, and they aren't moving very far as a result. Meanwhile over here, the Great and Clean One is marching over here to vent his fury on these 3 poor Cataphrons. The pink horrors have moved up there, straight into the faces of those Vanguard. And most concerningly for me, of all, is the 3 flavors that have just snuck up on my Eldar here.
Yeah.
That's a little bit worrying.
They bounced.
Yeah. I kind of forgot they were there the entire time I was shooting stuff last time.
They are bright yellow.
Yeah. It's like, not like you didn't make it easy for me.
They're not subtle.
So yeah. Anyway, that's the movement. Now...
let's see what demonic forces waiting around in the wall are summoned forth by this Webway gate.
Who's next in the queue in the Webway on the other side
Yes.
of this portal waiting to get in?
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say let's summon some, I don't know, corn?
Oh yeah, basically, to explain. I think I may have forgotten to do it. So, to explain, you're sensing a theme here, folks. It's because we've done a weird, non-normal intro, and it's completely thrown me out of kilter for this back.
Don't worry, you can edit this back in earlier.
Oh yeah, sure, there we go. No one will notice the
That's gonna
slightly...
happen. That's definitely going to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Basically, the gate is just going to summon as if it was a character that stayed still for chaos.
It didn't move, did it?
It's, as far as we're concerned, it's undivided, so Dan can pick a god and roll 3d6 in the usual fashion and summon something out of it.
And we're waving the 9-inch.
Yeah, we're waving
it
the...
just comes out of the gate.
Yeah, right. Normally you are restricted. You've got to stay 9 inches away from any enemy units, but we're just going to say that if it comes out of the gate, it appears there regardless, which seems fair to me. So that is exactly what you're going to do. So you're summoning corn, yeah?
Yep, let's see what we get. This many power. That's a lot.
Obviously, rolling triples, I think, would get you mortal wounds normally, but obviously the gate's not going to mortal wound itself. That would be silly. But yes,
that's 16 power levels.
That's potentially quite nasty. Well, folks, Samus is here. I guess he was just in the neighbourhood.
Just passing by. Oh, a gate into the real world. Oh, I'm having that.
He's the biggest corn demon I've got that isn't a bloodthirster, because you were one point shy of being able to summon a bloodthirster. So
yeah.
Samus is here. Getting some forge roll on the table. Very nice. Very nice. Demon psychic phase. Here we go.
Pew! Cool. We're going to start with their crappy 1 die smite.
Hooray!
So,
Becareth.
5 or 6 to kill one of them. There's less than 10, so it's only 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Straight on to Big Boy. He is going to cast Fleshy Abundance.
Yes.
To heal his lost wounds.
And because of Samus, there is a -1 to this as well.
I think that's only for enemy psychers, but it doesn't matter because he failed.
Oh, okay. Right.
And his Miasma Pestilence to make himself -1. He's going to do it himself. Of course he is. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That should do it.
6. So unless you want to deny,
I will try. Farseer will give it her best. Come on, Alien, you can do it. 5, 6, 7, 8.
not quite.
With runes of the Farseer, I can re-roll this 3, I believe. So let's try.
Go. No.
Okay. An attempt was made.
Yep. So -1 to hit on the biggest thing on the board.
Good stuff.
Obviously.
I do the -1 to hit thing. That's my shenanigans. All right.
Not today.
Okay. Right. Demon shooting phase. It's very short. The pink horrors killed 1 Skitari Vanguard. And now moving over here to these very concerning not exalted flames, I think they're just flamers, aren't they? Yeah. Basically, slight tactical cock up here on my part. I didn't know that they could fly.
They bounce.
They bounce. So they basically bounced over the top of the cataphrons I thought were screening me.
Boing.
And now I'm in awful amounts of trouble.
Luckily for you, their weapons are pistol weapons, not assault weapons, so I couldn't advance further around the back and shoot your Farseer.
Yes, that would have been basically game over, I think.
So we're going to split 5. We're going to put 2 on the Dire Avengers and 1 on the Dark Reaper.
Okie doke.
So here's the one on the Dark Reaper. It's D6 shots each. They automatically hit. Obviously they're flamers, so it's 3 shots on the Dark Reaper. Strength 4.
3s.
So that's 2 wounds. And it's -1.
2 4-ups. Makes 1. And 1 damage?
Yep, just 1 damage.
Okay. Then it is
Can
going
he
to be
survive?
a Healthway save. No. The Dark
gone.
Reaper has fallen.
And 2 on the Dire Avengers. That's 6 shots. Uh, 5 wounds at -1.
5 ups now. Okay, it looks like I've actually made all except for 1. And I will put this on the Exarch and then try and ignore it with an Northway save. No, so the Exarch has taken a wound, but he didn't kill either of them. Well done, lads. Well done. Alright, folks. Charge phase beginneth. Bloodletters are going to dogpile onto that poor servitor.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much. The Plague Bearers are going to try and charge these bikes. The Nurglings are charging these two poor little Skitari. And over here, Great and Clean One's going to smash into these servitors. And the Flamers, they're going to be charging the Dire Avengers to try and finish them off. Naturally, there'll probably be some heroic intervention.
Maybe.
But, yeah.
The horrors going to charge them as well.
The horrors are charging the Vanguard too. Okay. So, this is going to be a lot of Overwatch and stuff. So, we shall summarise this, I think. And, folks, the charge phase summary is that basically all the charges succeeded and no damage or casualties were suffered on Overwatch. The Bloodletters are in, the Plague Bearers are in, the Nurglings are in, Big Fatty's in, and the Flamers are in as well. And I heroically intervened with my Warlock and Farseer over there too. Plus, the Pink Horrors are doing their thing as well. And we're starting with Big Fella.
Yep. So on the turn he charges at the end of the charge phase, technically. Roll a d6 on a 4-up, he'll do a mortal wound to the unit he's fighting.
Crushing bulk.
Which he doesn't.
He doesn't, okay.
His bulk is not crushing today. Okay, he's currently got 5 attacks, hit on 2s.
With the Plague Sword.
With the Plague Sword.
Or Bile Sword,
hits.
whatever it is.
It is a Bile Sword, in fact.
Hey.
His strength 7 plus 1 for the Bile Sword. Doesn't really matter, it's still 3 to wound. But he can reroll because it's a Bile Sword.
Lovely.
So reroll that. Never mind. So that's 4 wounds on them. It's -3. So they're on their 6-ups.
Bionic saves. None are made, unfortunately.
D6 damage. So first one kills that guy.
Dead.
Second one kills the next guy. Third one does 1 wound. Fourth one kills them. So they're all dead.
Cataphrons are wiped out. Billy's gonna get ya. Yeah. I'm now interrupting for 2 CP, 2 of my 5 I have in this scenario, to have Farseer Elion here try and interrupt and kill some of these flamers. So she's got 2 attacks with a Witchblade, in on 2s, and wounded on 2s with a Witchblade. 2, no AP.
Okay, 4 up and vulnerables. 1 passed, 1 failed.
It's D3 damage. 3.
Kills one of them.
1 flamer is dead. The chances of survival for those Dire Avengers may have increased ever so slightly.
Yep, probably. I'll do the flaming now then.
Fair enough.
2 attacks each, hit on 5s. 1 hit, strength 4, so it wounds. There's no negative or anything.
Right, 4-up save. Passed it.
Well,
very nice.
Slightly feel like you might have wasted those 2 command points there.
So do I, to be honest. But never mind. It was
Yep.
for coolness' sake. I'm very attached to these 2 Dire Avengers, you see.
Yeah, well, there is a cool banner.
Yes.
Cool. So we've got the 5 horrors doing horror stuff. I think they're 5s to hit as well. 1 wound, 1 4-up save.
Failed.
Killed another one. Good.
Very good. And now, where do you want to go next?
We will go to the Nurglings.
Nurglings, yay! And the rest of the fights have been concluded because they weren't very interesting. Funnily enough, the 2 Skitari have survived the Nurgling onslaught, but the Plague Bearers here brought down a bike and suffered no casualties in return. The Bloodletters totally stabbed that poor servitor to death many times over and have consolidated in this direction towards the Eldar, towards that wave serpent specifically. And over here, the Vanguard did bring down a Pink Horror, and over here, unfortunately, did nothing. The Warlock fluffed his attack rolls and they made their saves against the Dire Avengers, so no more Flamers killed. And that is the end of the Demon's turn, pretty much.
Yep.
Morale.
Morale's not really a thing for me.
No. Except for...
I lost a 1 from a few units, but not enough to fail morale.
Exactly, yeah, you're a leadership 7, aren't you, so... Okay.
And the 1 unit that it's worth rolling for didn't lose anything from Overwatch, so...
Yep. And for my part, I don't think there's any morale for the Imperium / Eldar to do either.
I don't know, it wouldn't be enough to lose anything.
Nope. So, over to Eldar / Imperium turn 2. Interesting setup. This is probably taxing my brain more than it can actually supply this scenario, really.
Whoops.
But I'll give it a good go. Let's see what happens. Alright, folks. Here we are, at the end of the Eldar's turn 2 movement phase. As you can see, the war host over here has relocated towards this bottom end of the battlefield,
Cheeky.
along with the Autarch. And over here, basically, I realised I made a bit of a tactical fumble in the previous turn. You see, I heroically intervened with my Warlock and my Farseer. I should not have done this. I shall tell you why. It's because I in this turn, I was only able to fall back 7 inches. With all these guys, I wasn't able to move and advance them as I would have been able to if I hadn't heroically intervened. Which means I'm in Great Unclean One range. So what I've done is I've moved the Hemlock this way, and the Hemlock has positioned itself between the two. Yes. Yes. I'm blocking you with a flyer base. I'm sorry it came to this, man, but I had to do it. I need this Farseer to be alive in order to have a chance of winning.
He's a real hero.
So, yeah. So we fell back, and basically I moved the Hemlock there. And, yeah. So, I do have choices now as we head into the Psychic phase, you see. Farseer can do Fortune and Guide, or I can Smite. I'd like to Smite those Flamers. This Warlock here, he can do Restrain or Quicken. It's an interesting choice because I can restrain the Great and Clean One to stop him moving very far. Alternatively, I can, which we could potentially stop him moving very far at all if I can damage him enough to bring him down a bracket. Alternatively, I could use Quicken to get my Farseer the hell out of dodge right now. I am slightly more inclined to try and get my Farseer out of dodge right now. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do. So, in the Psychic phase, we're going to start with the Warlock. I'm going to spend command points on Seer Council here, I think. I need to check how many command points it is, but I'm going to spend them regardless. So this will add 1 to the Warlock Psychic rolls and the Farseers. So, I need a 6 basically for Quicken to go off. Yes, that will do it. So the Farseer now gets to move and advance as if it was the movement phase. So she'll do that. 2. So yeah, she's going to move 9. I'll do that in a second.
No way!
The Farseer has ended up here now. She's just close enough to the Flamers to still smite them instead of these Nurglings, but she's in a significantly safer place now, which is very, very important. So now she's going to smite those Flamers. Getting a +1 to this because of Seer Council. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. You're going to try and deny?
What else have you got? Guide or Fortune?
Guide or Fortune, yeah.
I'll allow the Smite then.
Very good. D3 mortal wounds for 2.
Okay, that kills a Flamer.
Now, it's either Fortune or Guide. And I think I'm going to Guide. I'm going to guide my Warwalkers over here. They're within 2 feet, so 5, 6, thanks to Seer Council. It's not enough, so range of the Farseer. 7. It's not great. You could quite easily deny that, but
Is that a pass then?
yeah,
We'll go for it.
It is a pass, but it's
So we need an 8 to deny.
yeah.
No?
No? Okay, well, just go off then. So the Warwalkers over here are guided. They're rerolling all failed hit rolls with their ranged weapons. Very nice. And that is my Psychic phase done, except for the Hemlock. You're right. I always forget it because it's a plane. Who has Psychic planes? The Eldar.
Eldar, of course.
So
Do you want to smite that one dude, or do you want to...
it's got Protect
Jinx, I think?
and... Yeah, it's got Protect and Jinx. So I think I'm just gonna... I think the Rangers can probably kill the Flamer.
Probably.
Probably. I mean, they are my rangers, and I don't know who taught them to shoot straight, but you know, I'm gonna hope the rangers can kill that flamer, and I'm gonna try and jinx the Great Unclean One again. So.
Okay. What do you mean again?
I just knocked over my. That's a 6. That ain't gonna do it.
Good.
It's I guess to be fair to it, it is multitasking. You know, you are trying to fly a plane and do psychic powers at the same time. That can't be easy. Right.
I'd imagine flying a plane is about as taxing as it gets, really.
To be fair, yeah. Indeed, trying to fly your plane in such a way as you are going low enough to stop a Great Unclean One from attacking your Farseer at just the right moment. That's very Eldar. Anyway, let's go into the shooting phase now. Well, folks, we're into the shooting phase, and to summarise an awful lot, these Rangers killed one of the Flamers and reduced the other to a single wound, failing to kill them outright. My Rangers, once again, I'm going to melt you guys down. I swear to God, I'm going to throw you in a fire. I definitely need to paint some Guardians, is all I have to say about those guys. Right. So there's still a Flamer that I wasn't able to kill because I have no guns that are able to see him now, except for the heavy D-sides on the Hemlock, and no way am I wasting a heavy D-side on a single Flamer.
Oh, please.
No. So then moving along, what happened was these bikes, this Viper, and this Wave Serpent, all fired at these Plague Bearers and killed absolutely none of them because Plague Bearers were being Plague Bearers, basically. So now...
You also fired the Bright Lanterns at Samus.
I did also fire the Bright Lanterns at Samus, and they failed, yeah.
It's worth noting that I used 2 command to play Warp Surge on the Great Unclean One.
You did, yes.
It's sort of 4 up and runnable at the moment.
Now it's the War Walkers, which have been guided by the Farseer. So they're firing everything at the Plague Bearers because they need to die. And going with the Shuriken Cannons first. So hitting on 3 is re-rolling. And it's a bloody good thing too. Look at that. Okay. Now wounding on 3s. Yeah. 4 wounds.
5 up saves. Okay.
2 go through. 1 damage each.
5 ups. Okay. You kill 1.
I finally killed a Plague Bearer. Very good.
1 Plague Bearer.
Now it's the Star Cannon shots. These will hit on 4s. I can reroll everything except for the 3s. Because rerolls come before modifiers. So I can reroll both of these 1s. Alright. We got 3 hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds.
1.
1 goes through. This is 2 damage. So 2 disgusting resilience.
Kill 1.
1 more Plague Bearer is dead. This is not what I wanted. I wanted them all dead by this point in my shooting phase. Oh dear.
Yeah, they have been exceedingly lucky.
Okay, the Hemlock now. 2d3 auto hits. Gonna fire everything at I think Samus at this point.
Yeah, the Warp Surge was basically shoot Samus.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
There we go then. That's 4 hits.
That's what you get for turning up late to the party.
Yeah. And strength 12, so 3s to wound. Oh, everything wounds.
Okay. 5 up and vulnerables.
Yep.
Past 1.
And there's 2 each.
Okay.
So
6 damage.
6 damage down on Samus. I think he's only got 4 wounds left. I think he only has 10. So, but he could be 12. We have to check the book. But either way, that was a big old punch in his face. With that shooting phase out of the way, as abysmal as it was, we went straight into the charge phase. There were no charges. Then the fight phase, where these 2 Skitari put a wound on the Nurgling base, and then one of them died. And then over here, these 3 Vanguard killed the Pink Horror. And the Pink Horrors didn't kill anyone in return. So good on you, Vanguard. And good on you, Lone Ranger.
Because demons suffer from radiation poisoning.
Yes.
We found this out.
We discovered that, the horrors were tetanus too because of the rad saturation, which apparently works on beings not of this universe. So that's great.
Shit.
Yeah. So that brings us to morale.
Just this.
Yes.
Leadership 7. Oh, technically the flame. No, they only lost 1, so they lost the other one in the other 10, didn't they? So
yeah,
they're fine. So at least I leadership 7. Oh yeah, another one runs away then.
That's lucky for me. Right, and then that's pretty much it as far as morale goes. So
Cool.
that concludes Eldar turn 2. Now over to Demons turn 2. Hi folks, end of movement for Demons turn 2. Yeah, turn 2. Bloodlet Swarm is heading this way towards the Warwalkers. The Plague Bearers have shifted around to flank the Warwalkers. Samus has lurched 6 inches in this direction after taking several hits from the heavy D side last turn. And over here, Big Smelly, he's making his way around the plane. Because yes, you do have to do that. It hurts my soul a little bit to do this, but yikes. Also, Banana Flamer has moved over here to flame the rangers that shot at him last turn, so that's what he's doing. The horrors are still in combat with the Vanguard over there, and I think that's all there is to say. Now the gate is going to summon something.
Cool.
Now, we're making a small mid-game edit to the way the rules for this work. I don't think there's anything wrong with editing something halfway through the game if both players are happy with it, but sometimes there's something slightly messy about it. But anyway, the reason we're doing it is because we don't have unlimited demon models. We only have so many demon models to work with here. And basically, so what we're changing is normally when you summon, you pick a god, you roll the dice, you summon that power level from that god. We're changing it so that you don't have to pick a god. We just roll the dice and pick any old demon from any old god. This makes sense, 1, because it allows us to be more flexible with the models we've got, and 2, because the gate isn't really summoning anything in particular.
Gate.
It's just we're just finding out what random thing happens to come through at this turn. So I think it's fine. That's what we're doing. Just letting you know at home so you're not confused.
So we're going to roll first, then decide.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay. 10.
10. What do you fancy then for 10 power level?
I think that sounds like a power level 8 thing to me, by the sounds of it.
And emerging from the gate is a unit of 6 Flamers of Siege. This time not in banana flavour, but in blackcurrant and blueberry flavour.
Yeah, sure.
I guess. Or possibly that really rank, like artificial raspberry flavour that seems to be coloured blue for some reason when you get it in like a slushy or something. Anyway, yeah, they're here now. So that ends your movement.
Yep.
Shooting.
So, psychic phase.
Oh, psychic. Sorry. Terribly sorry.
Come on. They're going to smite on a 5-up.
Nope.
He's going to put Miasma Pestilence on himself to make him -1 to hit again, which didn't come into effect previous because it was only an auto hit gun.
I didn't even shoot him anyway.
Yeah, well, yes, true, you didn't. 7, that'll do. Unless you want to deny. I mean, you've got 2 attempts, right?
What else are we going to cast?
Probably smite.
Gonna smite my plane. Well, I've got multiple denies to work with, so
can deny whatever I do.
Yeah, I'll try and deny with my warlock. Come back, dice.
Yes.
Yes, denied.
Okay. Smite away. 5. So it fails because I already tried to smite with them.
Oh yeah, so you needed a 6.
Stupid.
Or no, isn't it for every successful manifestation of smite it goes up?
No, it's every attempt.
Is it?
Although technically that is a match play rule.
Technically, you're right actually. So you did only need a 5. So that did go off actually using narrative.
Try and deny me.
I will try and deny you. Yeah. With the fast this time, and totes denied.
You denied me on 1 dice. So.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Cool.
Okay. So psychic done. Shooting.
Right. So it's there's nothing in range of this unit of flamers that isn't already in combat. However, that flamer over there is going to pew pew pew.
Banana flamer.
He's going to have a go at the bigger unit of
Rangers.
D6 automatic hits. 3. Strength 4, so wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at -1.
Okay, the 3-up in cover because magic cloaks, which goes to a 4-up because of that. So 4-up saves. Blast it both. Okay, the Rangers are very good at not dying, if not actually good at shooting things, as it turns out. Alright. Cool. Shooting done. Charge phase! Let me guess where it's happening.
Yeah, the Nurgle dudes, Plague Bearers, are going to charge the Warwalkers first.
Alright, I'm going to overwatch you to death, hopefully. Okay, well, to my astonishment, more than anyone else's, these Warwalkers did more damage on Overwatch than they did in their actual shooting phase. They killed all the Plague Bearers with the Star Cannons and Shuriken Cannons.
All three of them.
Who's next?
I guess it'll be the Bloodletters having a go.
Very good. Let's Overwatch again. And the Walkers killed 6 Bloodletters at Overwatch. Now they just need to make this small charge.
That'll do.
That will definitely do. Alright, the Bloodletters went into the Warwalkers. And now Samus attempted to charge the Wave Serpent, needing an 8 for his charge. It's Khorne's number.
Rawr. That'll do.
Ooh, yeah, he's angry. Samus is well and truly in, and he didn't take any damage on Overwatch either. Now it's the Great Unclean One charging my Warlock and these 2 Dire Avengers. We've already Overwatched, he didn't take any damage, so now you need...
something, I don't know.
Something. We'll find out.
Probably about that.
That'll do it, I reckon. And with that 10-inch charge, the Great Unclean One's able to make it all the way around here and engage the Dire Avengers and the Warlock, who are now quite literally in his shadow. That looks so ominous. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes right now. So,
no.
Where would you like to start?
I think we'll start with the Great Unclean One, because...
I think I technically have enough CP to interrupt, but I don't think I'm really gonna.
But we'll start with him anyway, because he's cool.
Yep.
Still on top brackets, still got 5 attacks.
How are you divvying them up?
That is a good question. He's also got D6 additional attacks with his Nurglings, but they're probably not going to do very much. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 attacks on the Warlock and 3 on the... No, we're not. We're going to put 3 on the Warlock and 2 on the Dire Avengers.
Right, so?
And then I'll put the Nurglings on whatever's left.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you probably have to decide now. I'll put the Nurglings on the Dire Avengers.
Okay.
So the 2 regular attacks on the Dire Avengers, hitting on 2s. Good. Wounding on 2s. There you go, it's -3 D6 damage.
Right, yeah, I don't get a save there.
Okay. It's 2 wounds. He might survive.
Actually, do you know what? I believe the Dire Avenger Exarch actually does have a 4+ invuln. Let me just check. I was right, the Exarch does have a 4+ invuln. It's called Battle Fortune, that's the one. So here we go. Ooh, that's pretty damn cocked, to be honest. I should probably re-roll that.
Roll it properly.
Yeah. Come on. Yes!
Cool.
He lives.
I also forgot he does mortal wounds on a 4-up.
He does crushing bulk, I think it's called.
So I'll see if that does that. I'll do that now. Is that okay?
Yep, sure.
Is that okay, YouTube? Am I right? Cool. We're cool. Excellent. Here we go. Nope, doesn't do anything.
No.
Let's do the Nurglings now because it's funny. D6. 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. They're only strength 2, so winning on 5s. 1 wound.
Yay!
On the Dire Avengers.
4-2. Passed.
Yeah, so they're cool. Right, so here's the meat of the attacks. 3 attacks on the Warlock. All hit.
Cool.
2's to wound. All wound.
Ooh.
3 invulnerable saves, please.
4 invulns. Here we go. Yes, he bosses them all. Well done, Warlock. Yeah. Dude, you're so awesome. You need a name. I need to remember which one of you are as well.
The Great Unclean One is not impressed. Right, let's do some killy stuff.
Killy stuff.
Cool.
The Bloodletters came stabbing and biting and kicking and all the rest into these Warwalkers, only taking 2 wounds off of this one here. And now Samus is about to bring down the hammer on this poor Wave Serpent.
That is the plan. So he's in his middle bracket now, so he's hitting on 3s rather, with 5 attacks, but he goes up to 6 because he's a Khorne demon who charged.
He did, yes.
So 3s. Okay, that's 4 hits.
Very nice.
And he's strength 7, but +1 because he charged, so strength 8. So 3's to wound.
Yep.
And that is 3 wounds. It's -3 and it's 3 damage.
6 up saves then. None made whatsoever. So
9 damage.
crumbs. Alright. 9 Ulthway saves. I've made one of them, so I take 8 damage. I don't think it's quite dead yet, no. They have 13 wounds, so... Maths is hard. It's got 5 wounds left. Alright, several bits of the fight phase later, folks. To summarise, the Nurglings ate this one remaining Skitarii Ranger. Rest in peace, comrade. The Pink Horrors killed another Skitarii Vanguard over there, but they're still holding firm regardless. Meanwhile over here, the Warwalkers killed a few Bloodletters. Just drop-kicked them out of the neighbourhood with those big old legs of theirs. So yeah, there's quite a few Bloodletters have died on this turn, as it turns out. Then I did the Dire Avengers. Khorne does indeed care not, and there's plenty more where they came from. The 2 Dire Avengers had a valiant effort against the Great Unclean but failed to wound him. And now this brings us to the Warlock here. A Warlock rapidly making a name for themselves. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hits with both times. Witchblade means it wounds on 2s against absolutely anything. You could be poking a Titan with this sword and you would still wound it on a 2+.
Sorry.
This is what you get for rolling so many disgustingly resilient saves. Anyway, so yeah, 2s to wound.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. 2 wounds, no AP whatsoever.
4 up saves then for his
4
Warlock
up armor
trait.
save, yeah.
Aha! Last one fell 1.
D3 damage. 1.
Disgustingly resilient. He's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Alright, I think the only thing left is this poor Wave Serpent. I think it probably only has like... Yeah, no, I think it's fairly safe to say that thing was not going to hit anything. I don't know how many attacks it has, but they probably hit on 6s, and let's just forget it. So, right.
Morale is
a thing for these guys, so...
They lost 8, and their leadership's 7. So
they lost Khorne's number.
They're going to lose D6 plus 1. Unless I roll a 1, and then I get a bunch back.
Yeah.
It's a 1. Hey!
That is the first time I have ever seen the banner actually do that.
What's it do?
All the games I've played these guys with, trust it to happen to me when you're using them. I believe you now get reality blinks and you now get D6 Bloodletters back.
3. I'll take that.
That is exceptionally irritating. Alright. Well, with that little bit of warp chicanery, we're going to go to Eldar turn 3. I still don't really have a plan here, I'll be honest with you. Well, let's see if I can formulate one. Okay folks, we're back at the end of Eldari turn 3 movement phase. This was a very long and thought out one, and I shall try and summarise for you what exactly happened. So, basically, first of all, these Warwalkers, for 2 command points, I've gone Feigned Retreat for them, so they've hopped. They've taken a step back, like a bunch of can-can dancers. They're then going to fire their guns at these Bloodletters and then charge them again at the end of the turn. That's the plan.
Cool.
That's my last 2 command points, but it was totes worth it.
And so you get some more back from Fate Reader.
Yeah, Fate Reader failed again miserably.
Yep.
So no more command points from Fate Reader. So I've run out completely now.
For now.
For now, yeah. The nice thing about Fate Reader is it can generate them from scratch instead of having to roll them after spending them, like with a lot of similar traits.
Yeah, that's cool.
In fact, I've just realised he has Path of Command. However, I think it takes effect if he's the Warlord?
I think so, yeah.
I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, I was right. He only farms command points if he's the Warlord. Okay, cool. So, what else happened? Well, yeah, he jumped up on his box there with his fusion pistol, hoping to shoot Samus with it. That's the idea, anyway. The Fire Dragons hopped out of the Wave Serpent, moved over here to form a screen, protecting the Farseer, who made a big advance roll up into there. I'm hoping to get it right up to the Webway gate using Quicken in the psychic phase from a Warlock up here who fell out of combat here and climbed up onto the top of the hill, where he is currently safe from Big Fatty here, not including smiting of course, but he's safe from melee because big guy cannot get up there right now. The Wave Serpent for its part has moved over here to kind of create a wall of Wraithbone between the enemy and myself. And likewise over here, these bikes and the Viper have moved up here to create a kind of screen too. Basically, it's all operation get the Farseer to the Webway gate and hope she survives and makes the roll to basically steal it shut. Oh, and the Hemlock hopped up there and pivoted around again. So that thing, currently the only thing the Hemlock can actually shoot is these flamers in the middle here, which, yeah, well, we need them dead, so I might as well. I did ask Dan what happens if I move something into the middle of the Webway gate there so that he can't summon anything, and his answer was you get telefragged. So I thought that was a pretty good answer. So
I don't think you want to be where the warp gate opens that lets the demons in.
No, because you just get sucked into the Webway with all the demons.
It's going to go badly wrong.
So let's not plonk anyone in the middle there. All right. Anything else? I don't believe so. The Rangers, as ever, have not moved from the spot they were in many hours ago when we started filming today. And
you mean like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, but yeah. Of course, we totally did that weeks ago, and not all on the same day. The Dire Avengers as well. They're making a brave final stand here, trying to screen everything from the Great Unclean One. Essentially, I love you two. I love you two to bits. You've been absolute heroes, but I think now might be where you finally die, by the looks of things. So that's my movement summed up basically. Fire dragons, of course, as well. I did mention that, yeah. Shielding the Farseer there. And hopefully... See, if I'm very lucky, other guns and things might be able to kill Sounders, including his fusion pistol, which means the rest of the fire dragons can maybe open fire at the Great and Clean One. Maybe, if I'm lucky, perhaps, we'll see. But for now, it is the psychic phase. And one very important psychic power needs to go off here. I have no rerolls, which is a little bit scary. This needs to happen, otherwise everything is going to be delayed by a turd and it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So,
oh yes,
I need Quicken on a 7 from the Warlock. Let's go. 5, 6, 7.
That is a 7. I'm going to try and deny it.
Of course I will.
Need an 8 with the fatty. No, nowhere near.
Not even slightly. Okay, so the Farseer. Well, yeah, she's going to move right up to the Webway gate there. She's now in contact with it, and at the end of your turn, she'll have a chance to close the damn gate.
Yep.
Phase 1 of the plan is done. I actually have a plan now, folks. Isn't that scary? Okay. Yeah. Next, the Farseer herself. She has the options of Guide, Fortune, and Smite. I need to think very carefully, I think, about what I want to Fortune in Guide here. Or indeed if I want to Smite. I don't think I want to Smite. I think Fortune and Guide's more important right now. Alright. Decisions have been made. The Farseer, Elion, she's going to Fortune herself to give herself a 5 up, feel no pain, because it's incredibly important that she survives, basically. The entire battle hinges on her survival, so she's going to Fortune herself with a 7. Runes the Farseer. Just. And then... What are you measuring? What are you doing?
Yeah, just. She's not within 9 inches.
She's not within 9 inches, alright, thank God.
Because that's a -1 for his Runestorm rule.
Yes, it is. That's one I always forget when I'm playing him too, actually. Now she's going to guide these fire dragons on a 7. Bollocks, that's a barrels. Okay.
And you've used your thing, and you've used your other thing, and I'm going to use a command point for demonic possession.
Are you indeed? What does that do then?
I think it means she takes D6 mortal wounds instead of D3.
Right. It's a good thing she's got
Although
a
she's
ghost
still got a
spell.
2-up save against it, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. So.
But let's just check that.
Okay, I didn't catch it on camera there, but
Sorry, it was 4.
yeah, Dan just rolled 4 mortal wounds. Luckily, because she has a ghost helm, and this was the result of perils, she basically has a 2-up ignore damage on this. Okay, this is backfiring. Hopefully not any further. Okay, she ignores all of those.
Disappointment.
Very lucky there, but unfortunately didn't manage to guide the fire dragons, which makes me very, very sad. That might change plans somewhat. But hey, okay. The only thing left to do now is the Hemlock, who is going to do Protect Jinx, but in this case Protect specifically on the Farseer. So she'll have basically improve her invulnerable save up to a 3+.
It's good, that.
This goes off on a 7, which it does. Okay, so she's got a 3-up invuln and a 5-up ignore wounds. She's not bad.
Should be pretty tanky.
She should be relatively tanky now, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Shooting phase. Alright, folks, the Eldari shooting phase has gotten into full swing, really. As you can see over here, these Warwalkers did crazy good shooting and killed a ton of bloodletters, which is lovely. Please don't roll a 1 again.
No promises.
Elsewhere, between these bikes, this Viper, the Hemlock, these Rangers, and his Shuriken pistol, the Flamers in the middle here have been wiped out. So that's another threat removed in the middle.
They didn't last long. Probably worth noting, if we hadn't said already, I played Warp Surge for my last 2 command points on Samus.
You did. So he's got a 4-up invuln
Keep him
now.
alive.
Which now brings us to my Autarch with his fusion pistol, which he's going to fire at this Samus gentleman, hitting on a 2, re-rolling 1s because he's an Autarch. So re-rolling that one. So he does hit with his fusion pistol. It's good old-fashioned strength 8. So
7, I believe.
yeah, 3 to wound.
Good.
Oh dear. Okay.
Decision times.
Yes, I still have this Wave Serpent
Yeah.
and the Fire Dragons.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, really. The Dire Avengers fired the Shuriken catapults at the banana flamer over there and failed to kill it, so that's worth pointing out, by the way. Yeah, let me think. Okay, decision made. We're going to start with the Wave Serpent. The Shuriken Cannons going into these Bloodletters, what's left of them, and the Twin Bright Lances at Samus, in case I get very, very lucky. Shuriken Cannons first. 3 hits. Hitting on 4s now, because this thing's damaged. The Bright Lances, incidentally, will be hitting on 5s. But yeah, 2s to wound. 2 wounds.
I'm stealing your corn dice for this, because it seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Nope.
2 more dead Bloodletters.
The last 2 basic ones.
Yeah.
Just the 3 specials left.
Hopefully the Warwalkers just basically kick the rest of you to death if you don't fail morale. Okay.
Bright Lances.
Bright Lances now. Twin Bright Lances at Samus. Hitting on 5s. If you get hit, target acquired and all that. So strength 8, so wound on a 3.
No.
Alright. Okay, so Fire Dragons. They are going to shoot at Samus. There is 5 of them, including the Exarch who's got a Fire Pike. The Exarch, though, he can reroll 1s. And also, he's within sort of the melter range thing as well, because I think you're within 9 inches there, aren't I?
It looks like it.
Yeah, the Fire Pike is 18-inch range, so with the melter rule. So I'll do him first separately. Hitting on a 3, re-rolling everything, because no, I didn't get guide off, did I? No.
Nope.
Damn it! No!
You can reroll
No,
1.
but yeah, you're right, Autarch. Phew. Damn it. Alright, never mind then. Then the other...
5 other ones.
Yeah, because there's
6 in
6,
total.
isn't there? Yeah, I got that wrong. Right. 5 others.
But they all hit.
They know what they're doing. Apparently the Exarch does not. Who'd have thought it? Strength 8. Wounding on 3s. Dropping dice. Okay. So 4 wounds. AP minus a bajillion, pretty much.
Okay, well luckily Warp Surge's place, he's got a 4-up invulnerable.
Yep.
2 passed. 2 failed.
2 failed. Right. 2d6 damage. I'm going to check if any of them are within 6 inches. No, luckily none of them are within 6 inches. I say luckily because otherwise I have to randomise which one it was. So, 2d6 damage. That's 9.
He did.
Samus is no longer here, to quote the mighty Winters SEO. Bye, Samus! He'll be back again in yet another future battle report at some point, I'm sure. Alright, charge phase.
The best.
Is it worth bothering to charge you guys? Yeah, sure, why not?
Still got a banner.
So you'll overwatch me with angry shouting, I guess?
Spittle.
Spitting at me, okay, good. Would you look at that, we're in? Sorry,
Surprise.
Hello, here comes the drop kick. And these guys have 2 attacks each. And amazingly enough, the Warwalkers do actually hit on 3s in combat. So 3 hits. And my camera ran out of battery. It ran out of memory there. Had to go sort that out. But I believe before that happened, I just rolled to hit, got 3 hits. So with the Warwalkers now rolling to wound, throwing my dice everywhere, and then 3s to wound. Strength 5. 1 wound.
Cool. Saved.
All right. So nothing inflicted by the kicking legs in the end, anyway. But maybe morale will sort you out. We'll see. So.
The only other melee is the continuing.
I love that there are still 2 Skitari alive.
Yep.
It is awesome. So that's 3 attacks then.
Yep.
They hit twice. And
Wound twice.
they wound twice as well.
4 up and vulnerables. Pass them by.
Alright. The battle continues!
Just no hits.
Alright. Very good. There's still some handbag left on the table, I know it. Okay, well, morale then, basically.
Yeah,
which
so
is
just that.
just the blood letters.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
So they are automatically losing 3 plus d6, and there's only 3 left. Unless I roll a 1 again.
Let's roll 1 again.
1. That's the opposite of
Ooh.
a 1. They disappear into the wall.
They do blink out of existence, for now at least. So, that brings us to the end of the Eldar's turn 3. We're on turn 3, right?
Yes.
There's been a bit of a break between these last 2 shots. So that brings us to the end of Eldar turn 3, where Farseer Elion commands her warriors to surround her as she approaches the Webway gate and attempts to summon the runes that bind and close it and tear away the connection these demons have to the warp, and possibly save this maiden world in the process. And her loyal Autarch Feindor up here coordinating the defence as everyone who's still left alive rallies to surround the Farseer. Let's hope their defence is enough. For the sake of Last Refuge, or 6443 Gamma, as the Admech like to call it, the whole conflict between the Eldar and the Admech will have to be resolved another day, but for now we'll settle for the entire place not being engulfed by demons. Speaking of which, let's go to Demons turn 3. Well, the demons' movement was very quick indeed. There are indeed not a lot of demons left on the field right now. The Eldar have cut them down pretty mercilessly so far. However, what has happened is this Great and Clean One's moved around here in front of these Dire Avengers. It could have stayed still to summon. Unfortunately, there was nowhere really to fit a decent summon blob of Plague Bearers in there because of the locations of various enemy
Because
units.
these guys are still alive.
Basically, yeah.
It's the big problem.
So, electing not to summon and instead come this way, where I think he's hoping to either smite or kill these 2 Dire Avengers with the Flamer, then charge this Wave Serpent, splat that, consolidate into the Fire Dragons and so forth, and basically kill off everything I've got in the southern end of my defence here. Meanwhile, something's probably going to be coming out of that gate.
Yes.
So
this is pretty important.
It is pretty important, so
Let's see what happens.
3d6.
I need something that can kill a Farseer. 9.
9. I'll get you 20 of something, I think.
I think you're right.
And just like that, folks, the gate opens wide, and another 20 bloodletters of corn emerge from within. That's a problem, isn't it? That's there's 2 bikes between them and the Farseer right now. I have my concerned face on. So, that's the movement phase concluded.
Yep.
Psychic time!
Psychic time. I think we're going to start with the smite over here.
Yay!
Oh, they did it!
They actually did it.
Boop, there you go.
So, 1 Skitari Vanguard dies. There's still 1 Admech model on the table, folks.
Let's do a smite over there with Great and Clean One. It's a super smite.
Holy crap, it is.
So D6 mortal wounds on the Dire Avengers. 5.
Oh gosh. Alright.
All the way that.
All the way is this. Yeah, no, these 2 heroes of the Craftworld have finally copped it.
Okay, and then he's going to put Miasma of Pestilence on himself for the -1 to hit, just in case.
Yep.
I think that was a 7, isn't it?
Yep, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
It's Nurgle, so yep. And maybe it's 6, alright, whatever.
His best friend up here, the Warlock, is going to attempt to deny that.
Go on then.
Just to be an annoying little Eldar goit about it.
Nope.
Nope, not quite.
Cool.
Shame. If I'd done that with the Farseer, I could have re-rolled that.
Yeah, but you did.
Damn it.
That's
Alright.
the psychic phase over.
I wanted, because narratively these 2 seem to be like arch rivals right now, so I wanted him to be the one to do it, but never mind. Right. Shooting? Do you have any shooting?
No.
No,
I don't think we do.
Shooting phase has been observed, moving on to the charge phase.
Charge phase, and this is the important bits, I think. Let's do the boring bits first. Great and Clean One charging the Wave Serpent.
Very good. I'll Overwatch. No damage on Overwatch. Anything but a double 1 will get you in there.
Yep.
Very good.
Plonk.
Belly gonna smash. Right.
The Nurglings are going to charge the Fire Dragons.
Ah, yes. Surprisingly well camouflaged Nurglings, actually. I didn't spot them. But,
Sneaky, sneaky.
So I will...
I think you might have removed a wound dice from one of them as well.
I'll
put that in.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oops.
one of them took a wound from...
Oh, yes, he did, from the Skitari Rangers, yeah. You're right. Alright, 6 shots then. Rerolling these ones, because of my wonderful autark.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all.
Good. They're in.
Wee, darlings!
And then we've got the actual important, potentially game-changing
Bit here.
bit.
Yes.
So these bloodletters are going to charge, obviously the Farseer,
Yep.
kind of around here. They're going to charge the bikes as well.
Yep.
And I think just on the off chance you do some heroic intervention, they're going to charge both these 2 characters as well.
Oh,
just
okay.
whatever.
Gotcha.
So yeah, feel free to do some Overwatch, and then we'll see what we can do.
Okie dokie. Alright, the bikes managed to kill a couple of bloodletters there. Everything else missed. And now you're rolling to get the charge. You don't need much to get into the bikes, but in order to wrap around all over the place, you'd like a big number to work with here.
Nice.
So,
6, so it becomes 7 because of the horn.
Yep.
So I think that'll probably do the trick.
Alright folks, after the charge and the pile-in, this is how things look. 5 bloodletters are ganging up on the Farseer, hoping to chop it to pieces and end this contest once and for all. The autark has heroically intervened down here as well to try and protect the Farseer, hopefully, somehow, maybe. Basically, I'm hoping now that all the psychic powers we cast on her to make her tanky as hell actually get the job done, because that is a lot of attacks that are coming in. So, should we get started?
Sure. I'm going to start with... you haven't got any command points to interrupt, so let's start with the Nurglings.
Yay! And Nurglings managed to get 3 wins on the Fire Dragon, so 3 up saves. Ooh, I fell 2. I'm going to lose a Fire Dragon and put a wound on the Exarch.
Okay.
Right.
Let's do the great unclean one now.
Big Daddy
on
over
a 4
here.
up, he does a mortal wound on the charge.
Crushing bulk.
Hey, crushing bulk does a wound.
4 wounds left on the Wave Serpent.
And then he's got 5 attacks on the charge because he's 5 attacks.
5 attacks
Because
with
he's not damaged.
yeah, with his bile sword.
Of which 4 hits. Strength. I think he's strength 7 and it's +1.
Yeah.
That sounds right. I can reroll to wound anyway. So that's 3 wounds. -3 and it's d6 damage.
Alright. 3 6-ups. No, 3d6.
There we go, that's 9.
9 Ulthway saves. Yeah, this is a dead Wave Serpent. Does it go kaboom? No. It simply crashes and crumples. Alright, now it's time for the main event, folks. The Bloodletters are ripping and tearing their enemies to pieces.
That's the plan.
22 attacks on the bikes to start
Yep.
with. That was impressive.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Then they're toughness 4. So we're looking at 3s to wound. And 6s are damage, 2 damage.
Yeah.
So 1, 2 at 2 damage, -3. So I think that's just the die base dead off the bat, isn't it?
They only
Ulthway,
have 4 up saves, but yeah, they've got Ulthway saves. So first bike lives with 1 wound remaining.
Okay, and then same again.
Takes another wound, so 1 bike dies.
Yeah, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the other one. See if you can get 10 sixes.
Nice.
You only need 9 for him to live.
Unsurprisingly, no.
Cool.
Great.
And now the important bit.
The really
so there's
important
5 bloodletters there that can attack the Farseer.
Yep.
One of them is the Blood Reaper, or
Yep.
whatever the guy's called.
So it's
1, 2,
11
3,
attacks.
5.
Let's quick keep on time. Here we go.
Here we go.
Hold on to your butts.
That's not one of them. Didn't read that. It was mediocre. But it's 3s to wound. And 6s I'm looking for. Oh yes. Oh, not great, but 2 6s and 2 regular ones, so that's... So you have to do them separately, but
Okay.
it doesn't really matter the order.
Here are the 6s. 3 up in Vol, thanks to Protect. Passes both.
Damn it.
Whew. Then the second 2. These are only 1 damage each.
Yep.
3 up in Vol again.
Oof.
Passes both.
Alright.
Right.
Technically now it's them.
With Psychic Foresight, she's basically managed to move
Yeah.
preternaturally to avoid and parry every
they
single
will
blow.
pile in.
To completely surround her.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So she'll get even more attacks against her if there is another turn. Actually, she won't because they won't have charged, but whatever.
Yep. Now would be a great time to have some Howling Banshees, admittedly.
Cool.
Okay, folks. Right.
Oh.
Well,
Just do them 3.
oh yeah, 2 of these guys over here.
Nothing, because they hit on 5s.
Great. Alright. Well, I'll do the little Skitari guy.
Yeah.
No, he failed, sorry.
What a hero. Okay, cool.
Right, now the Farseer herself. Hitting on 2s. She hits once. Actually, she can reroll because of the auto. Hits twice. I'm 99% certain Farseer's hit on 2 in combat. Anyway, I could be wrong, in which case, sorry, Yushu. I don't have time to check right now. It's very late. We need to get on with things. Wounds on 2s because Witchblade. 2 wounds.
Okay. 5 ups. Kill 1.
She does kill a Bloodletter. Now the Autarch, whose stats I honestly do have to check. Okay, the Autark now swinging away with his power sword. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Lovely, hits with everything. Wounding on 4s with his power sword. 2 wounds.
1 dead.
Kill another bloodletter. Yeah, that's gonna do better than that, really. It's 2 characters versus the world right now. Now I really wish I had Executioner. That would be amazing right now, but no. Okay, so
You got the fire dragons against it.
I do. Have the. Let's do the fire dragons stuff. Sorry. Fire dragons killed a Nurgling. They took a wound off one of the bases. Well done, guys. So that brings us to morale.
Okay, so 4 bloodletters died. Oh, I get D6 back.
Bugger.
2.
That's not what I wanted.
I'm going to put them there.
That is cheeky.
I know, isn't it? And we're going to put one... I think I can put one up here. There we go. That'll be fun.
Right, okay. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of the demon's turn, which means a very important dice roll now happens. Now, rather embarrassingly, having gone back and had a look, I do not believe we actually deigned to explain the details of this dice roll. We might have done it and I just forgot, but I don't think we did. So basically the way this works is once the Farseer is within 4 inches, 3 inches even of the...
we definitely said that bit.
Yeah,
I think we just said a dice roll.
Yes.
Rather than whatever.
Yeah, so when she's within 3 inches of the Webway gate for an entire turn, at the end of your turn, you roll the dice, and basically on a 4+, she's able to close the gate and sever the link.
Save the day.
The demons disappear, we've saved the day. Anything less than a 4, she fails, and we have to try again. There probably won't be another try though, the way things are looking right now. Now, if the Warlock was also within 3 inches, she'd be able to re-roll this. Unfortunately, he's not. He's stuck up there. So, basically, on a 4+, she's able to bind the runes and close the gate. She doesn't. Understandably, somewhat distracted by the hordes of bloodletters around
Do you
her.
think?
So... Oh, that's really grim. Okay, well...
On to turn 4 then.
On to turn 4. Okay, folks, Eldar's turn 4 movement phase completed. And not a lot moved, really, to be honest. The Hemlock has come down here, pivoted again this way. It's supposed to be 90 degrees, actually. There we go. Ready to basically... open up into the Great Unclean One or the Nurglings, one of the two. The Warwalkers, I'm struggling to name units at this point, that's how long we've been at this. The Warwalkers have pivoted on the spot, they haven't moved, and likewise with the Viper as well. The Fire Dragons have shuffled out of combat a bit, because at the very least I can subject you to some Overwatch. And our Warlock friend has hopped down here and is ready to charge into the fray, get stuck into those bloodletters, and he's now also crucially within 3 inches of the Webway gate as well, so he can offer that reroll to the Farseer if she manages to survive this turn and the next turn, and then have a chance to have another go roll on the dice again. We can only find out. So, into the psychic phase, and gosh, is this an important psychic phase?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So the Farseer, going first, she's going to cast Fortune on herself, and she's going to do a smite. Going to start with Fortune, needing a 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. I will take that. You can naturally
that's
try
a
and
tough one.
try and deny that, yeah.
Is it worth trying to save and block the protect?
Yeah.
Or do I take what is a relatively low roll, all things considered, and try and deny it now? I think we'll gamble and see what you get on the protect.
Okay.
And try and deny that.
So she's now fortuned. Smiting now. Yep, that goes off. D3 mortal wounds. 3.
Okay.
3 dead blood letters. Very good.
Not going to make much difference at this stage.
Warlock over here. He's going to just cast Destructor. Which he does get. Shame you can't do a super Destructor. So it's just another dead one.
Yeah.
Very good. And then the Hemlock casting Protect on the Farseer.
Here we go.
Needing a 7. Oh no! That's really bad. Oh no.
Well, I can't deny it.
Crap. Yeah, okay, so I have a crappy 4+ invuln now instead of a glorious 3+ invuln. I think she might be screwed, folks. Yep, I have no command points to reroll. Hemlock can't reroll that at all or anything. There's nothing I can do. Welp. Psychic phase done.
Shooting phase.
Shooting phase. She does have a pistol.
This is first.
Does hit under 2, actually. I discovered Farseers have a 2+ ballistic skill. I didn't think they did, but hey. She doesn't.
She does.
She does?
Toughness 3.
Oh yeah, toughness 3, right. Yeah.
Failed save. Killed that one.
Another dead one. The Autarch has a fusion pistol. Which does
too
hit.
shortly.
Yeah. Doesn't wound though on a
Okay,
one.
fine.
That's... Oh no, come on guys. Right. Now the Hemlock. Basically just going to try and put a bunch of stuff into Fatty. A bunch of heavy D-side things here. So 2d3 auto hits for 5. Oh gosh, knocking walls everywhere. 5 auto hits. He sails on by the D-side into the bloated monstrosity. Wounding on 3s. That's pretty good. 4 wounds. AP -3. 5 ups.
5 ups. Passes 1.
And that's 2 each.
Okay,
So
that's 6 disgustingly resilient saves.
Yep.
Passes 2. He takes 4 wounds.
That brings him down
to 12.
Indeed, 12. Okay, the Rangers are now shooting the banana. I'm rolling both units at the same time. Yeah, okay, that's 3 hits. 2 wounds. 2 wounds on the banana.
He's dead.
The banana is dead, everybody.
The banana has split.
That's just bad. That's just bad. Anyway, swiftly moving on. There's Viper now with its Star Cannon and Shuriken Catapults. I'm knocking my walks over.
Do you know
again.
what about that joke? I think it would really appeal to certain people.
Get out. Leave. Alright, somewhere Stylus is smiling and chuckling to himself. The Viper next, putting everything into the Great One Clean One, starting with the Shuriken Catapults. Wow, okay, hits with all of them. Now wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
5 ups. Nothing. 5 up. Feel no pain. Disgustingly brilliant. Nothing.
Alright.
Down to 10, I believe.
10 wounds. Now the Star Cannon. Didn't actually move, so this will hit on 3s. Very good. And this will wound on 5s. Bugger. Alright. Now the Warwalkers. Do the Shuriken Cannons first. Again, firing everything at Big Belly. Okay. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds.
5 up. Is this Shuriken?
Yep.
Okay. 5 up. Feel no pain? Nope. Takes another. Down to 9.
Down to 9. Then the Star Cannons. Hitting on 3s. 4 hits. And 5s to wound. 2 wounds.
5 up. 2 damage.
Yep.
5 ups. Ignores them.
Damn you, sir. Damn you. Okay.
Is that?
That, as they say, is that.
So
yes.
He's surviving on 9 wounds.
He lives still. I think I've just got him down a bracket.
I think
possibly.
you might have.
Of course, he can try and heal himself in his own turn with Fleshy Abundance, but I think he started with 18, didn't he? So that's now halfway down.
Yeah, sounds about right.
We'll check it. But either way, now is the time of the fighting / charging phase, and there is a charge.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the Warlock.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sure you're sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Why are you saying that?
Because if he charges them, they'll all get 2 attacks. And if he doesn't, they'll all get 1.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they get 2 if they've been charged as well, don't they?
I believe so. I'll just check that, but I think it's that. It's the same as the Space Marine rule, isn't it, that they get right now?
Alright, folks, he's absolutely gosh darned correct. Yes, if I charge him with the Warlock, the entire unit will get an extra attack. That's a really bad idea. Narratively, that's freaking bizarre given the situation, but hey, it is what it is.
Whatever.
So the Warlock's just going to kind of stand there and offer moral support from the sidelines.
There is going to be an action in the charge phase, though, because that Greater Demon's a character, so he's going to heroically intervene into the Fire Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's definitely within 3 inches of them.
Boop.
Boop!
Alright.
But he is a bit poorly now.
he's a more poorly than usual, certainly.
You still get to pick the unit to fight first.
I do. I think the Autarky's got more attacks.
I think you're right.
So... Come on, Autark. I'm trying to remember what name I gave you, and I don't remember. It began with an F, I know that much. I need to buy nameplates for these guys' bases. Anyway, he's got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s and rerolling 1s. Great, he hits with everything. And now he's winning on 4s. He gets 2 wounds.
5 ups. That's one fair one.
Alright, he kills another demon. Now, sir, it is your turn.
I think... See, tactically I should attack with the Bloodletters before she gets to try and strike 1 or 2 down.
Yeah.
But I really want to save that to last for dramatic effect, so I think we're going to attack with the Great and Clean one first.
If you're absolutely sure.
I mean, she'll probably kill 1 maybe, so...
She does only get 2 attacks.
It might make all the difference, but it might not.
Yeah, Farseers are definitely not made for combat, so, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll probably take that one that's over there that can't attack her anyway as a casualty, so...
Ah, yes, okay.
Great Unclean one, so he's down to 4 attacks.
Gonna absolutely splatter some fire dragons, basically.
He is still hitting on 2s, though.
You didn't charge the Nurglings, by the way. Did you want to?
No, because it's your turn, so I can't charge at them.
Folks, it's nearly 1 in the morning, and as you can tell, I'm completely losing the plot.
No,
Do continue, sir.
Just because he heroically intervened, so he doesn't get his crushing bulk attack either in this.
Right, gotcha.
Okay, so he hits 3 times. He's still strength 6, plus 1 with the sword anyway, so he's wounding on 2s and re-rolling if he needs to. Nope. That's 3 wounds at -3, doing d6 damage each.
Crumbs. Alright. 6 up saves. I make 1, I fail 2.
Right, so there's a 1 wound and a 3 wound.
Well, the Exarch's currently injured, so he's got to start taking him first.
Okay.
So, 1 wound. No.
Nope, he's dead.
He is dead. And then, what was the next 2?
It was 3.
3.
So 3 6s. Nope, that's another one dead.
And 1 wound from his Nurgling attendants. No AP. Crit save. Yeah. The little scamps didn't bring down an extra one. So, now the Farseer.
Yes.
2 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s for the Autark. Damn it. Okay. Wounds number 2 with the Witchblade. Does wound. Gives a save, sir.
Nope. So, like I say, that one that wasn't able to attack is gone.
He's now gone. Okay. That's the lot.
Just the Bloodletters left then.
Yes.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He'll pile in
Around like that, yeah.
something like that. And obviously there's the boss in there as well, so it'll be 12 attacks. Which is okay.
Bearing in mind I have only a 4+ invulnerable save now.
Yeah. And you've got to survive till the end of my turn.
Yes, exactly.
So, let's see. Right. Strength 4, so 3 is to wound. Oh, no 6s either. It's 4 wounds. Broken vulnerables. Oh, that's a stolen dice from you.
Right, can she dodge and weave her way past all of these attacks as well? Getting 4 ups. Oh, really no. See, this is why I needed a 3+ invuln. This is bad. Okay.
3 wounds, 3 fortune saves.
3 fortune saves. Needing 5 ups. Okay, she only takes 1 wound in the event.
Ah, cheeky.
She's got 3 left. Somewhere I can fit a dice and hit one. Just remember that's for her.
5, 6, 7. So morale, I'm losing d6.
Please do not roll a 1 again.
1. So 2. It's good effort, me. So we're going to lose a couple from over here, I think. Actually.
There's a 1 up here. He's not really doing
Yeah,
anything.
he's not.
But of course he's blocking the escape route.
Yeah.
That is the thing he is
Yeah,
doing.
we're just going to lose these 2.
Okay. Alrighty then. Well, fire dragons did lose a couple. 5, 6, 7. They are fine, even with the Exarch dead. All right. That's Eldar turn 4 done. In the bag.
Oh, we've got this.
Oh yeah, there's this all-important duel over here. For the honour of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Go on.
Oh, 1 hit.
1 hit.
So
1 wound.
Saved.
Saved. Does not kill a horror.
2 hits. No wounds. Cool.
Battle continues. Right. Demons turn 4, folks. Here we go. Well, folks, that was a pretty quick movement phase for Demons turn 4. I moved the Nurglings over here to charge these Warwalkers and tie them up, stop them from shooting. That is it.
Yep.
Now, we get to see the wonderful part of the Bat Rep turn where we see
Spin the wheels.
Spin the wheel
What's
of
in the
Webway.
gate?
What's going to come out of the gate this time?
It's not very good.
That is not very good.
That's really bad. That's a 6.
Well, it wasn't a very high roll, but something wicked this way it came anyway. I think perhaps drawn by the scent of spilt Eldari blood and spent souls. The servants of She Who Thirsts have arrived. And it looks like they're probably going to be going to town on this poor warlock over here, who is probably looking in that direction right now and going, oh no. Of all the things that could come out of that gate right now, it had to be you lot. Right, so... Okay.
We've got a psychic phase,
You do.
I think. Yeah.
Yes. Great Unclean One.
Smite!
Oh, and
Nope.
these...
Great Unclean One. He
Yes.
is going to... Do you know what? He's going to smite as well.
Smiting the fire dragons then.
Yep, try and get rid of them. Oh.
Or you could perils. There's
He
that.
could indeed.
That's always an
and
option.
He'll take 3 wounds. That puts him down to 6.
Yikes. Oh, I forgot to move this actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I remembered. So now he's going to try and heal himself.
Definitely with fleshy abundance.
That'll work unless you deny it. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I will try and deny that with the Farseer. So I can take advantage of the runes of the Farseer if I need to.
Which you do.
Give it another go.
Nope.
No.
D3 wounds back. 3. Back up to 9.
I just did that. There we go.
Cool. That was a waste of time of a psychic phase. Literally no effect.
No net plus or gain of any kind.
Good.
Right.
I think we're straight onto the charge phase then, aren't we?
We are pretty much, yeah.
Demonats.
Yes.
In.
I'll overwatch you with my mighty shuriken pistol. Nope.
And also them.
Okay, that's significantly more Overwatch.
That's off-camera Overwatch, that is.
Definitely. Okay, this is how things look at the end of the charge phase, and we actually already did the attacks for the Nurglings. One of the bases died on Overwatch, actually. So yeah, we did the attacks for those guys, and they did nothing. They're Nurglings, what do you expect? But they have tied these guys up. They will not be shooting next turn. which is important. Now, the demonette surrounding the warlock.
Yep.
If you get rid of him, and the Farseer is still alive at the end of this turn, no re-rolling the dice.
Cool. So let's see what happens to this guy. 3s. Okay, and strength 3, so it's 4s to wound. 6s would be extra AP, but it doesn't matter because you're invulnerable.
Yep.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds on him. It's a shame he doesn't have a regular save because there were 6 6s in there.
There was a lot of rend there, yeah. Okay. Good luck, mate. 4+ saves.
Oh.
So he's failed
2. And I believe he has 2 wounds.
He does.
So if you roll a 6, he lives.
6 up. Saves. Not all the way. Craftworld Becareth. But you get the idea. I think I'm definitely keeping this Craftworld trait. I love it. No. Okay.
Do you still love it?
No, not right now.
Gone off it now.
But yeah, he falls.
He falls.
Before he gets to a chance to attack and use the Ancient Doom rule, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, that was kind of inevitable. Okay.
So I think next it's got to be the attacking with a unit that was already in combat.
Yes.
It's got to be the Bloodletters, isn't it? Before
Yep,
any
starting
more
with those.
Die. So what was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yep.
So that'd be 10 attacks.
10 including the Blade Master, whatever he's called, Blood Master. Is it Blood Master? I think it was Blood Master.
Blood Reaver, I think he's called.
I took a few stabs there.
Blood Reaper.
Blood Reaper, we got there in the end.
That makes just as much sense.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so 3s. And then 3s, but really 6s. Okay. Right, so you've got 3 normal and 1 2 damage.
Okay.
So 4 up in vulnerables.
Saves 2, 1 goes through. 5 up, fortune save. No, she takes a wound. She's down to 2.
Okay. So then the 2 damage one.
Oh boy.
4 up.
4 up, here we go. She bosses it. Well done, Elliot! You
Cheeky.
beast! Well done! Alright. Okay.
You get your attacks.
Yep, I will go ahead with the Autarch. 4 attacks. 2s, re-rolling 1s. Very good. And 4s to wound. 1 wound.
1 more dead.
1 more dead Bloodletter. Goodbye, sir. Back to the warp with you. Then the Farseer herself. 2s re-rolling 1s. 2 hits. 2s to wound with a Witchblade. 1 wound.
Another 1 dead.
She kills another Bloodletter.
I think we've gone slightly out of sequence, but the greatest demons.
Oh yeah, he needed to splat the fire dragons. Well, we can quickly do that. Not that it mattered in this
So
particular
just
case.
reroll. That's 3 6 up saves.
1 saved. 2 go
Okay.
through.
There's a 5 damage and then a 1 damage.
Well, 1 damage.
Nope.
Dead. And then 5 damage.
5 6 is easy.
Easy.
Nope.
No.
So the 1 dead.
Another 1 dies.
So there's 1 left.
There's
Hanging out.
1 remaining, yep.
Oh, Nurglings.
Noglings!
5 attacks with Nurglings.
Oh yes, with the... So we already did those Noglings.
Yeah, not those Nurglings. His Nurglings.
His Noglings. His personal attendants,
Really
I think
good
they're
at
called.
hitting Nurglings that hit on 2s.
Yeah. They're exceptionally skilled Nurglings.
That is 3 wounds with with his Nurglings. They're really excited. They're like, oh yeah,
Well, you know,
this is tense. Gotta kill this dude.
you know the Nurgling with the sword and the cape?
Yeah.
he's the one that goes on his base. Yeah, so his Nurglings are nothing to be messed with.
Yeah, they're boss Nurglings.
Okay.
3 ups.
I do fail one. The Nurgling's got him. Oh wait, no, hang on. 6 up all the way.
Nope.
No, the Nurgling's got him.
He got Nurglinged.
Alright. I shouldn't laugh. A brave warrior has fallen in the defence against the great enemy, but at the same time it was to Nurglings. We'll leave that out of the chronicle. So, that brings us to the end. Oh, I'm sorry. The event of the century over here. I forgot. Alright, come on, Skitari dude.
No.
No, yeah.
No.
Very good. The fight continues, folks. Alright, so now, morale.
Yeah.
The fire dragons are all dead, so they don't have to worry about morale.
Cool. I lost 2 of them, so they're fine.
Yep. Okay then.
Now we're on to important roll time, right?
Yeah. So, after weathering the storm of bloodletters for a second time,
Can she soothe the spirit of the gate?
Yes.
Close it down. Turn it off, turn it back on again.
Can she bind the runes of fate once again by turning it off and on again? Indeed. The mighty reset switch. It's right there actually, as a matter of fact, in case you didn't know that. Here we go, folks. On a 4+, she closes the gate and ends this demon infestation. Hopefully for good. She does. Well, folks, demons have been dragged screaming back into the portal, and it has been shut behind them. The Eldar stand victorious, though they took many casualties indeed. And the Admech took even further casualties. We have one Skitari Vanguard Alpha, who still stands, a triumphant hero of the Imperium over there.
Yep.
I'm just stoked that an Admech model actually survived to the end. That was beautiful.
Still technically an Eldar/Imperial Alliance.
Yeah, so to do a bit of end game discussion, basically. So, in case you're curious, for the purposes of transparency, the way this worked is essentially in the first game, whoever won that was going to be the guy who was in control of the non-demon force.
Yeah, the defending force, I guess.
Yeah, in the second game, that was our plan essentially. Mm-hmm. So, if there may be some people sitting at home going, yeah, this is just This just facilitated the Eldar being able to do cool shit, and the poor Admech basically just got to die and stuff. Honestly, that's the plan was that either the Admech or the Eldari would win the first scenario, and if the Admech won, which was an entirely likely thing, Dan would be controlling the Admech in scenario 2 with the Eldar allies and Admech reinforcements, and I would be controlling the demons.
Yes.
As it happened, I was not controlling the demons, I was controlling the Eldar, who won the previous battle, and therefore they got the reinforcements in, and we had the Admech just chilling around. And, they did act like meat shields there, but part of that ultimately was because there were no tech priests left on the table, so we decided to narrative it in the sense that it was just the Skitari and servitors defaulting to whatever their basic protocols are and not doing anything particularly crazy. So
yeah, panic mode.
Yeah, panic mode, it was engaged, well and truly. So that's the way we chose to play that, but it could have gone completely differently. We could have had like maybe a handful of Eldar with a big Admech army fighting the demons, and I would have been in control of the demons and summoning demons again, which I'm sure some people would have had things to say about. But as it happened, I was fighting the summoned demons. I have no complaints really. I think you just got to... A lot of people say the narrative rules for demons are broken, and theoretically, yes, but you've got to build the scenario around it, taking into account the fact that there's a potentially unlimited source of models. And as I said to you off camera earlier, I think they definitely wrote those rules with the expectation that most players do not actually have an unlimited demon pile of demon models to draw from. Yeah. Because theoretically, yes, it is completely broken, but practically speaking, I've got a pretty substantial demon collection, and so have you, but neither of us. We still had a few instances there where we were like, well, we don't have any models for what we've rolled on the summon chart here.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird kind of gaps in the power level you can roll, because your average is going to be like 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah.
And the power levels, you get, it's 4 for a basic troop unit of 10, 8 for a troop unit of 20, or a demon prince or something, and then it kind of jumps up to high numbers for greater demons and stuff, and there's not a lot in the middle. You can have a unit of 30 of demons, but then you've got to have a lot of demons.
Yeah, I think it's 17 for the greater demons, and then there's some weird Forge World rules for summoning the really big demons. But I mean, because we actually did toy with the idea of just doing match play rolls, building a demon army, plopping it on the table and saying that's it, no summoning.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to. It didn't feel in keeping with the narrative of a gate with endless hordes of warp spawn pawning out prior to it, you know?
It did, the way we played it did represent, how it would be.
Yeah. We were full on narrative mode in this one. We wanted to tell a story rather than have a balanced game. The first game was a bit more balanced because it was a match play scenario, etc., etc. So, good stuff. Also, I'd like to say that 1,000-point games, I like them. I think they're pretty good. They're nice for back wraps because you can, you can take your time with it a bit more actually when you're filming, which is nice. But they're just good fun to play because you can hash out a couple of them in an afternoon these days with 8th edition, which is nice. I recommend it. Give it a try at home, folks. If you go to a local gaming club where time is a concern, do a few 1,000-point games.
Especially if you build a list with fewer units or lots of big models and stuff, like lots of dreadnoughts or whatever. That is a good way of making.
Yes, you brought when we were at the DZ Open Day. You brought a Alpha Legion dreadnought list.
I had a demon prince, 3 hellbrews, 2 contemptor dreadnoughts, and 2 obliterators, and that was it.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. So
it was funny.
It's nice because the rules in 8th are simple enough, I think, and also the points have been dropped enough that you can still fit an interesting army within 1,000 points now, and actually still play it quite quickly.
Yeah, definitely. But you do need to kind of sacrifice things to make a list in 1,000 points. You can't just take everything you want. Yeah,
you have to make some tough decisions. That's for sure. There are some armies that are easier to build a 1,000-point list with than others. That's for sure. Although sometimes not the ones you'd think.
No.
Honestly, like Custodians, for example, you'd think that'd be quite hard to do 1,000 points with, but actually,
it just kind of builds itself, right?
Yeah, you just I've done 1,000 points Custodians before, and actually, you just do a battalion of Custodians, and that's it. You're sorted. They come to roughly 1,000 points, and they kick ass. Actually, they're really good. So,
weirdly, I find making a 1,000-point list for orcs quite difficult.
That's an interesting one.
In olden days, it was really easy because they had lots of cheap extra units like killicans and stuff that you could spam, basically.
Yeah.
But now, killicans aren't that cheap and they're not that good.
Yeah.
So, realistically, you want to take a big core of boys, and once you've taken that, there's not much else. You can kind of you could take a big lump of boys and one thing that's fun, like one big unit of Deathcopters or something, or one Gorkon or whatever.
I mean, I took orcs to the open day, and my list was basically about 50 boys split into 3 blobs and a Morkanaut, and that was the list, plus a couple of characters. And it was good fun because orcs, but it was also very swingy. It was like if you didn't get your turn 2 charges done, you were doomed.
I've built a very similar 1,000-point list, and it very much relies on getting a couple of charges off.
Yeah. So you go, 1,000-point games. We recommend them. They're good fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it was great to do a cool little. It's not really a campaign, but it was a little mini 2-part narrative thing. Campaigns that can be difficult to organise because we've got to get dates fixed for filming and things like that. That's why the Faith and Fire thing has taken so long with Andy, just because we've had loads of complications along the way. So
if you just played 1,000-point games and locked him in the room for like a full 24 hours, you'd have had it done by now.
I would have, yeah, it's true. I'm
sure he would have no objections to that.
The gods forbidding, the gods forbidding, the gods providing, whatever, fate providing. I am filming with him next week for the next Faith and Fire bit, but I don't necessarily want to jinx it because it's been a we've had a few cancellations before. We'll just see what happens. I don't want to promise anything, because last time I did promise something. Last time I did announce on Twitter, oh, I'm filming this next week. His car broke down, so I don't want to anger the gods, but hopefully we're filming next week.
Well, when this video comes out, it might have already been filmed.
That's true. That's true. It depends how long Yeah, because this will be the second video, because we're going to do this as 2 videos. And
so you might get to put yourself on YouTube looking like an idiot already.
This is true. Well, that's what I do for a living anyway, so... looking like an idiot on YouTube, that's my thing.
Cool.
But yeah, anyway, so thanks very much for coming down as usual, and this time in particular staying very, very late indeed to get this sorted out.
Well, it's not the first time, is it?
No, not really. We had pizza, so that was good.
Probably won't be the last time.
No, it probably won't. Yeah, note to self, next time we do 2 games in one day, we'll start a bit earlier.
Maybe.
And yeah, I've run out of things to say. Anything else to add?
Not really. That was fun.
Good. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the debut of the Eldar of Craftworld Becareth here. I've been wanting to get these poor space elf bastards on the channel for ages now, because I've had these guys for a while sat on my shelf looking pretty. And as I said, there was a previous failed attempt at doing a bat rep with these. But I'm just really happy that it's done now, and I need to keep expanding the army. Lots of painting and building going on in the background, but it's great. I like the Eldar. I think they're good fun. They were my second ever army actually in 40k. Back in 3rd edition, I had started with Space Marines like everyone does, and then the second army I got was Bealtown Eldar. So I'm coming home in a way. It's like going back to the old school stuff. Guess it'll be Necrons next then. They were my 3rd army. Thoughts for the future. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. This battle mat was brought to you by urbanmats.com. Lovely people, check them out. They sell loads of great stuff. In fact, this table that it's all sat on was brought to you by urbanmats.com. If you need a table in the very awkward 6x4 size, check them out, because they do portable tables like this. Very useful. The Webway gate obviously is GW, painted by yours truly. This prefab building is urbanmats.com. The crate is GW, along with the other little bits. These hills are from somewhere in France. I forget the name of the seller who made them for me on eBay. I will try and pop a link in the description and or the credits, along with the these pine foresty bits as well. They're from the same place. These little trees here, I think, possibly, again, put maybe a correct link in the credits and stuff. I think they're from like modeltreeshop.com. I think they're designed for model railways. I basically just got a bunch of them, relatively cheap, stuck some white tack on the bottom, and
they sometimes stay where you put them.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle, really. These rocks, these ones, they're from GameMat.eu. And I believe that is finally all of the terrain shoutouts done. Oh, and the bits of lichen. They're from a model railway shop online that I've unfortunately forgotten the name of. Sorry about that. You can get that stuff everywhere though.
Literally
okay.
Any model shop.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so folks, that's all the shoutouts done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Have fun. And,